Whoa, how's everybody doing? This is Beat After Beat. We are live on a Monday, Memorial Day weekend. And sorry about that. Can you hear me now? This says Beat After Beat by Mondaze. Welcome, everybody. Sorry about that. Hope everyone's having a nice Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. This is Bio Mondays. This is Beat After Beat. And in case you didn't know, I'm a music channel here in the Motor City. And tonight's headline is going to be, or tonight's opening act will be the Arrhythmics. Excuse me, everybody. I haven't been feeling well today, and I'm going to do the best I can this evening. Let's go to the chat real quick and see who is here. Crazy Girl, how are you feeling? Beat After Beat has not been feeling good today. It's been 84 degrees here in Michigan. Yeah, right, Tails. I did that. Feeling under the weather, a little queasy. Well, let's try to invite people up here to the panel. If you'd like to join Beat After Beat, doing or covering the biography of the Eurythmics and Echo and the Bunnymen, you're more than welcome to come up to the panel, and I will set that up momentarily. Hello, Crazy Girl. Sure hope you feel better. Tails has got a 1. Leona's got hello. Crazy Girl, thank you. Today's the first day I have been feeling like myself. Tails says hello. Crazy Girl, you're sweet, Leona, isn't she? Tails, hello, Tails. Leona, thank you. Tails says hello, Crazy Girl, oddities. And we are going to try to invite people up to the panel. If I can remember. I did it last time. Copy to clipboard, copy again. And this is where I need Tails to come and help me. Copy and paste. All right. Do I hit invite? Copy, right click. Where is the paste? Does anybody know where the paste is? Paste it. Where do I copy to clipboard? Maybe that's it. Never mind. Maybe I got it. Copy. Invite. Copy to clipboard. I did it last week, and now I don't know how to bring up people in my panel. So bear with me. Put link and highlight. Do I go to Tails? Do I go to invite? Do I press invite? Cut and paste. Copy. Right click. I did it last week. Paste in chat. How do I do that again? Invite. Highlight. Copy. Right click in chat. Ah, I've got it. Thank you, Crazy Girl and Tails. There you go. Yeah, sorry, Crazy. I'm lagging too. I don't even use my phone anymore. All right, so I got people up on the panel. I mean, I might have people on the panel. If you want to come up, it's in the chat. Welcome to Bio Mondays. This evening we have the Arrhythmics and Echo and the Bunnymen. I apologize for having an extra window open for starting this show. I hope you like the intros. I worked hard on that. Okay, so all the boards are shut down and we just have StreamYard up and running. So we are good. And then invite is set. Bio Mondays, Echo and the Bunnymen. Glad you're feeling a little bit better, Crazy Girl. I'm not. I had to take my nitroglycerin this morning. Been going under a lot of environmental changes, surroundings, and I've been very weak, very well. Anyway, I've been feeling queasy all day. It's been 84 degrees here in Michigan. Hey, SoCal. All right. So before we begin the show, I am going to try to invite again. So highlight, copy, paste. There you go. There you go. Welcome to the show. So, Kale, how are you this evening? Um, all right. So, if anybody wants to come up to the panel, um, you can do so. Okay. Just working out some stuff. I hope you like my intro so far. Um, I've been working hard on it. We're going to start the show momentarily. Beat, you can pin the link so you don't have to keep posting it. It's good practice. Um, Thank you for that info, but this is good practice. All right, this evening's excuse me, this evening's bio headliner. No, not headliner. Um, Opening act is the Eurythmics. We're going to start off with the Eurythmics. Thank y'all for showing up. This is Beat After Beat bio Mondaze. Hope you like the intros. We're working hard on StreamYard, putting it all together. Uh, so we're going to go ahead with the opening act, the Arrhythmics. The Arrhythmics were one of the most successful duos to emerge in the early 80s, where most of the British synth pop contemporaries disappeared from the charts as soon as new wave faded in 1984. The Eurythmics continued to have hits until the end of the decade, making their technically cosmonate soul-styled vocalist Annie Lennox a star in her own right, as well as establishing instrumentalist Dave Stewart as a successful, savvy producer and songwriter. Originally, the duo challenge or changed channeled the early detached sound of electronic synthesizer music into pop songs driven by robotic beats. By the mid 80s, singles like Sweet Dreams Are Made of This and Here Comes the Rain Again had made the group an international stars, and the Eurythmics had begun to experiment with their sound into soul and R&B. By the late 80s, they were having trouble cracking the top 40 in America. Although they stayed successful in the UK, By the early 90s, the Eurythmics had taken and extended both Lennox and Stewart pursued solo careers. So Annie Lennox went off in the early 90s and did her thing, her solo albums, as well as Dave Stewart. But they reunited occasionally for recording or tours, including I've Got a Life, a previously unreleased single issued in 2005 as part of their Ultimate Collection. The origins, the bio of the Arrhythmics lay in the Tourist, a band they used to be in, the Tourist, before the Arrhythmics, a British post-punk band of the late 70s, formed by Lennox and Stewart. The pair met in London while she was studying at the Royal Academy of Music. Stewart had recently broken up his folk rock group, Long Dancer, and was writing songs with guitarist Pete Combs. Immediately after meeting Stewart and Lennox became lovers and musical partners, forming a group called Catch with Combs, which could quickly evolve into the Tourist in 1979. Though the band was only together for 2 years, the Tourist released 3 albums: The Tourist, Reality Effect, and Luminous Basement, which all were moderate hits in England. 2 of their songs, I Don't Want to Be With You and So Good to Be Back Home Again, became top 10 hits. During 1980, Annie Lennox and Stewart romantic relationship dissolved, and along with it, so did the Tourist. Despite this, Lennox and Stewart decided to continue performing together under the name The Eurythmics and headed to Germany to record their debut album, featuring support from various members of Can and Blondie, drummer Clem Burke, among others. The duo's debut, In the Garden, was released in 1981 to positive reviews but weak sales. So Stewart set up a home studio and the Arrhythmics recorded a second album, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, which was released in January 1983. Love is a Stranger was the third British single pulled from the album, and it became a mere hit in late 1982. A few weeks before the LP appeared, the title track was released as a single in late January, and it rocketed to number 2 on the UK charts. Shortly afterward, it climbed to number 1 in the United States. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This was helped enormously by its stylish video, which received heavy airplay from MTV, which had only recently become a major influence within the music industry. After Sweet Dreams, Eurythmics released Love is a Stranger, and it reached the UK top 10, number 23 in the US. Touch, the duo's third album, was released towards the end of 1983 and continued their success throughout 1984, spawning the hits Who's That Girl, number 3 UK and number 21 in the States. Right by Your Side, number 10 UK, number 29 in the US, and Here Comes the Rain Again, number 8 UK, number 4 on the US. At the end of the year, they released the soundtrack for the film adaptation of 1984, which became the lowest charting album despite the top 5 UK placing it of its singles, Sex Crime, 1984. Released in May 1985, the Eurythmics' fourth non-soundtrack album Be Yourself Tonight boasted a tougher R&B influenced sound and featured a duet with Aretha Franklin. Sisters are doing it for themselves. The duet became one of the three hit singles from the album, in addition to Would I Lie to You, number 17, UK number 1, Australia number 5, in US. And the lyrical There Must Be an Angel Playing with My Heart, number 1, UK number 22, US. Revenge, released the following year, followed by the R&B and soul inclinations of Be Yourself Tonight, is a harder rocking conclusion. Though the album peaked at number 12 in the US and spawned the number 14 hit Missionary Man, its sales were noticeably weaker than its predecessor. In the UK, the group was slightly more popular. Thorn in My Side reached the top 10, but it was evident that their popularity was on the decline. And, as appropriate for a group passing their commercial pinnacle, the Eurythmics began branching out into other areas during 1985 and 1986. So Dave Stewart produced a number of superstars, including Bob Dylan, Daryl Hall, Tom Petty, and Mick Jagger, and Annie Lennox. Annie Lennox began a short-lived acting career, appearing in Revolution. The Eurythmics reconvened in 1987 to release Savage, which reached number 7 in the UK, but placed just outside the top 40 in the US. The same year, Stewart married, I can't pronounce her name. Well, Stewart got married, so a former member of Bananarama. So Stewart got married, which was one of the members of Bananarama, who had also appeared in the Who's That Girl video. She would later be a member of Shakespears Sisters, which was produced by Stewart in 1988. Lennox had a hit duo with Al Green with a Put a Little Love in Your Heart, taken from the Scrooged soundtrack. The following year, Eurythmics released We Two Are One, which sold well in Britain, reaching number 1, but poorly in America, despite Don't Ask Me Why becoming the first top 40 hit since Missionary Man. The Eurythmics quietly went on as of 1990, releasing greatest hits. The following year, Annie Lennox began a successful solo career in 1992 with the album Diva, an album that topped the album charts in the UK and would eventually sell over 2 million copies. Her second album, 1995's Medusa, went to number 1 in Canada and the UK and peaked at number 11 statewide. Annie Lennox won a Grammy for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance for its cover of The Lover Speaks, No More I Love Yous, and No More I Love Yous. Stewart continued producing records and writing film soundtracks, as well as forming a band called Spiritual Cowboys. In 1995, he officially launched a solo career with the release of Greetings from the Gutter. So Annie Lennox and Stewart reformed the Eurythmics in 1999, releasing Peace, the first studio album in a decade. It was well received, reaching number 4 in the UK and number 25 on the Billboard 200. With Annie Lennox still thriving as a soloist, 2003's Bear hit the top 5 in the US, UK, and Canada. Eurythmics returned in 2005 with 2 previously unreleased songs from the Peace sessions that were included in that year's Ultimate Collection. One of the songs, I've Got a Life, was issued as a single and reached number 14 in the UK. 27 minutes into the show, and we are going through the Arrhythmics here on Bio Mondays. Hope everyone is okay. While little was heard from the Eurythmics as a duo in the years to follow, Annie Lennox went on to win a Grammy for her song Into the West for the soundtrack to The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Best song written for a motion picture, television, or other visual media. And she had 2 more US UK top 10 albums in 2007, Songs of Mass Destruction, and 2014's Nostalgia, a collection of covers from the Great American Songbook. In that span of time, Stewart delivered 4 more solo albums, including 2013's Lucky Numbers, which included collaborations with Martina McBride, and Vanessa Armstrong. Among others, in 2016, he produced Straight Starlight, an album by New Zealand singer Jan Stevens, that went to number 16 in Australia. The following year, Lennox appeared on a single to raise funds for the homeless, Streets of London by Ralph McTell, featuring Lennox, in a tour her song Requiem for a Bright Private War for the film A Private War. About investigative journalist Mary Bernier, was nominated for a Golden Globe for the Best Original Song in 2019. When she didn't have music to promote, Lennox remained in the public eyes with her activism, including her work as founder of the Circle of a Globe NGO in the fight for gender equality. The Eurythmics were included into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2020 and were nominated for membership in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022. That completes the biography of the Arrhythmics. Up next, we have the discography of the Eurythmics. Afterwards, we are going to go to the headliner, hope everyone is doing well. Beat After Beat is not feeling well at all. It's been 84 degrees here today, and just feeling queasy today. So we're going to do the discography of the Arrhythmics. Let's see who's in the chat. Tails is laughing. OG, hi. Hey, Tails. OG. Hope you feel better, Beat. doing the best I can. Feeling queasy. 84 degrees here. So Tails, yeah, thank you, Tails. So I'm gonna practice this again. I'm gonna invite people. It's good practice, Tails and OG. You taught me. Copy. Paste. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. I hope you like my intro. And Tails, was the beginning of the show really that bad? Was it really bad? Was the beginning of my show very bad? Because I had two other windows open for the YouTube. I hope it wasn't that bad, and I hope you like the intro so far. 33 minutes into the show. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. This is Mondaze with Beat After Beat, and we're going to finish off with the Arrhythmics. And we're going to finish off with their discography. Yeah, very good, Tails. That's Echo and the Bunnymen, Lips Like Sugar. Very good. I guess nobody wants to come up to the panel this evening. So we're going to finish off with the Arrhythmics. 1981, In the Garden on RCA Records. 3 stars. I just posted that in my playlist. You can find the Arrhythmics, probably 3-4 albums I just posted in my playlist. Check that out. In the Garden, 1981, RCA Records, 3 stars. 1983, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, RCA Records, 4.5 stars. 1983, Touch on RCA Records, 4.5 stars. 1984, For the Love of Big Brother. Yes, 1984 soundtrack in 1984 on Virgin Records, 2 stars. So there was, even back then, they had books on 1984. Not the Arrhythmics, but I read 1984 as an English paper. I had to read the book, and that's how far back I go. And then they came out with a soundtrack that included the Arrhythmics on it. Then in 1985, Be Yourself Tonight on RCA Records, 4 stars. 1986, Revenge, RCA Records, 3 stars. 1987, Savage, RCA Records, 2 stars. 1989, We Two Are One, RCA Records, 3 stars. And 1999's Peace album on Arista Records, 3 stars. And that completes the discography of the Arrhythmics. Up next, we have Mondaze, Echo and the Bunnymen. two people in the house. We got the headliner for this evening, Echo and the Bunnymen. Big shout out to Mike over there at X Official Team and Mom. Hope you're having a good day, Memorial Day. Let's go in the chat. Let's go in the comments. Just the echo. Okay. All right. Just an echo. Speaking of echo, no pun intended, right, Tails? Echo and the Bunnymen this evening. If you'd like to come up, my StreamYard address is in the chat. Good idea, OG. Hope you're doing well. Feeling very queasy today here at the studio. Got to go in for a stress test next week. OG says, need to walk an hour tomorrow to find a bus stop. Do you usually do that? I wish you'd come up here. Be nice to talk to somebody. Bus, okay. You have to take a bus to work every day. Is that what you have to do? That's okay. If you don't want to go, if you don't want to come up, that's fine. It's good practice, though. You know, I learned this stuff from you guys, so I'm just a little out of it. Equilibrium. I had a bowl of cereal, bananas, and blueberries today, but I'm feeling queasy. Hey, Charles.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
How can I turn up? Wait a minute. Okay, can you talk, please?
Hey, buddy. How's it going? Let me fix this.
How can I turn up? Wait a minute. I got it. All right. I just turned the volume up so I can hear you.
Ah, that works.
That always happens. I mean, I just this is my first, spring back home from the West. It's been 2 years since I experienced, living back here in Michigan, and it's been, since I've come back home, it's been a lot of rain. I got allergy problems anyway. Feeling queasy and lightheaded today.
I'm like that every day.
That must suck.
Yeah.
I hope not. So it's good to have you on the panel. I do know it's
OG will be up in a second.
well, I do know it's Memorial Day and everybody's out there with their families and everything. How was your day?
My day was nice and quiet.
Good, good.
I slept most of the day.
Okay, that's fine. I should have slept most of the day. Um, I took a shower and everything and laid down. I took a cat nap with my cat today.
I like that.
Um, and I woke up, and I like, oh my God, I got to get this show together, and just feeling very weak. Um, I had severe chest pains earlier today.
Ooh, that's
Uh,
not good.
I got to go to I have a stress test next week, June 7th. Um, but I think it's the environment that I'm in. With all the rain, and I already do have allergies, and all the humidity, um, making me not making me feel right because out west I was in the high desert. I lived in the high desert, and so there was no humidity. Um, and the temperatures out there in the summertime were 100, 115 degrees. So
Ah,
that's what I was dealing with. But it was a dry heat. Um, and then coming back across the country, back home here to the humidity, it's like throwing me off. I think it's throwing me off, this weather. Um, but thanks for coming up on the panel. I'm going to try to get through my show. I hope you like my intros.
yeah.
Um, I appreciate it. I've been working on expanding and enhancing my shows. Um, I'd like to get through Echo and the Bunnymen. Hope you enjoyed the Arrhythmics and their discography. Um, I recently posted 4 albums by the Eurythmics, as well as 3 or 4 albums of Echo and the Bunnymen, in my playlist. So I'm on the daily. I'm always um, posting new music. So please go enjoy it. Get to know the bands that I'm posting whenever you have time. So here we go. 45 minutes into the show. Um, Beat after beat's laying low today, uh, trying to make a comeback. Echo and the Bunnymen, dark, swirling fusion of gloomy post-punk and Doors-inspired psychedelia brought the group a handful of British hits in the early '80s while attracting a cult following in the United States. Driven by the majestic voice and outsized personal of persona of singer Ian McCulloch and, and the frequently brilliant guitar work of Will Sergeant, the band started off as an angular post-punk group on the first album, 1980's Crocodiles. But by the time of 1984, Ocean Rain, they had become cinematically Baroque. After stripping their sound down to basics for 1987's self-titled album, which produced the deathless hit "Lips Like Sugar." The band ran into problems and experienced tragically, like the death of drummer Pete DeFratis, but eventually McCulloch and Sargent cemented a musical bond that cracked but never shattered over the course of 2 decades of albums. Some introspective gems like 1999's "We Are What Are You Going to Do with Your Life?" and some like 2014's Meteorites that recaptured their dramatic spark in live dates. The Bunnymen grew out of the Crucial Three, a late 70s, into the following vocalists Ian McCulloch, Pete Weil, and Julian Cope. Cope and Weil led the group by the end of 1977, forming the Teardrop Explodes and WAH, W-A-H. Respectively, McCulloch met guitarist Will Sergeant in the summer of 1978, and the pair began recording demos with a drum machine that the duos called Echo. Adding bassist Les Patterson, the band made its live debut at the Liverpool club Eric's at the end of 1978, calling itself Echo and the Bunnymen. In March 1979, the group released its first single, Pictures on the Wall, Read It in Books, on the local Zoo record label. The single and their popular live performances led to a contract with Corvoa, Korova Records. After signing the contract, the group discarded the drum machine, adding drummer Pete Fritaris. Released in the summer of 1980, their debut album, Crocodiles, reached number 17 on the UK charts. Shine So Hard, an EP released in the fall, became the first record to crack the UK in top 40. With the more ambitious and atmospheric Heavens Up Here, 1981, the group began to gain momentum. Thanks to a positive reviews, it became their first UK top 10 album. 2 years later, Porcupine appeared, becoming the band's biggest hit, peaking at number 2 on the UK charts and launching the top 10 single The Cutter. The Killing Moon became the group's second top 10 hit at the beginning of 1984, and the album that followed in May. Ocean Rain was released, a great critical acclaim, peaking at number 4 in Britain. The record became the Bunnymen's first album to chart in the US Top 100. The following year was a quiet one for the band as they released only one new song, Bring on the Dancing Horses, which was included on the compilation Songs to Learn and Sing. Songs to Learn and Sing. Defraudus left the band at the start of 1986 and was replaced by former Haircut 100 drummer Mark Fox. By September, Defraudus rejoined the group. Echo and the Bunnymen returned with new material in the summer of '87, releasing the single The Game and a self-titled album, Echo and the Bunnymen. Became their biggest American hit, peaking at number 51. It was a success in England as well, reaching number 4. However, the album indicated that the group was in a musical holding pattern. At the end of 1988, McCulloch, the lead singer, left the band to pursue a solo career. The rest of the band decided to continue without the singer. Tragically hit the band, McCulloch released his first album, Candleland, in the fall of 1989. It peaked at number 18 in the UK and number 159 in the US, Echo and the Bunnymen released Reverberation, their first album recorded with McCulloch. In 1990, it failed to make the charts. McCulloch released his second solo album, Maestro, in 19 or Mysterio, I believe that is Mysterio, McCulloch released in 1992. 2 years later, McCulloch and Surgeon formed Electrofiction, releasing their first album in 1995 and 1997. The duo re-teamed with Pattison to reform Echo and the Bunnymen, issuing the LP Evergreen. 2 years later, they returned with What are you going to do with your life? The new millennium brought Echo and the Bunnymen back to the basics. The British press touted the band's storybook, Fair, found on 1983's Ocean Rain, and figured such spark would be found on their ninth album, Flowers. Issued in spring of 2001, it reflected McCulloch's dark vocals and Surgeon's signature hooks. Live in Liverpool, a concert disc capturing the band's 2 gigs at the Liverpool's Institute for Performing Arts while on tour in support of Flowers, followed a year later for 2005's Siberia. McCulloch and Surgeon joined producer Hugh Jones for the band's most classic effort since 1997's comeback, a second proper live album, 2006's Me, I'm All Smiles, captured the Bunnymen gig at Shepherd's Bush Empire while on tour in support of Siberia. In early 2008, the band announced they would the band captured the Bunnymen's gig in Shepherd Hill, that they would be releasing the next album, The Fountain, as well as playing a show at Radio City Music Hall to celebrate the 30th anniversary. Late 2010 also brought a short run of equally interesting UK shows when the band played both Crocodiles and Heaven Up Here live in their entirety. For the next few years, they continued to remain active on the live circuit, most notably playing as the touring support act for a reformed James, a band called James. James also, I remember back then, also opened up for Duran Duran. Very good band. Check out James. So James in 2013. They weren't strangers in the studio either, working with producer Youth on their 12th album, Meteorites. The record recaptured the majesty and mystery of much earlier Echo albums, and much released in 2014 by 429 Records, the album label, 429 Records. It was the first album by the band in many years to crack the UK Top 40 album chart. Peaking at number 37, the band continued to tour, and success caught the attention of BMG Records, who offered the band a contract. The first fruit of the partnership was 2018's The Stars, the Oceans, and the Moon, an album of old classics redone, some with orchestra, some in stripped-down fashion. It also featured 2 new songs written by McCulloch and Sargent. That completes Echo and the Bunnymen, the headliner for this evening here on Beat After Beats Vinyl Mondays. Hello, OG. Welcome to the show. I hope you're feeling well.
Hello, thank you for having me. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
We're gonna
Yeah, we hear you.
Thank you.
we're gonna just
I was
finish.
even on cam on your show for a bit. When you go watch the show later on, you'll see me on cam.
Oh wow, OG, you don't sound too good either.
Oh no, I don't.
Are you working too much?
Not working enough.
Not working enough. It's never enough. Whatever you're doing, it's never enough. That's what life's all about, I guess. I got a private chat. Let's see what's going on here. I got a message in the private.
Oh, that was just me.
Okay, you're in the back room. Okay. So yeah, it's been pretty quiet. I figured nobody would show up at my show at this time. This time of evening. I hope you like my intros so far. I've been working on those intros in the beginning, so.
Go ahead. I'm gonna have to take a look at it. Go back and look at it.
But I got a ton of stuff. Here's a preview for you guys for tomorrow's show, new release Tuesday. How did I set that up with you guys the other day? Let's see. There you go. All right, I set you guys up that way last time. And so I'll give you a preview of tomorrow's new release Tuesday intro.
Oh, nice.
And another one.
Far out, dude.
New release Tuesdays, tomorrow's preview for just for you guys only, because you showed up. So yeah, I've been working hard on the previews, and so here you go again on my new intro.
That's a nice one.
Hey, Boo, what's going on?
And then, well, I might as well just take a break from all the reading I've done and show you some previews of what I've been up to. So we all know it's Taco Tuesday, right? Tomorrow we got a release Tuesday and Taco Tuesday. So we're going to go with this.
It's a lazy man's way of doing it.
Taco Tuesday. So just a preview of a little teaser of what's going on tomorrow with my my new founding short videos. I'll give you one more, just one more. I'll give you one more preview of new release Tuesday. A record store. Remember those days?
Nope.
Yep.
Oh, I love the smell of fresh. I love the smell of fresh vinyl going in those record stores. Yeah, I used to work in a record store for like 3 years or so. I was it was my weekend job.
I used to visit one every couple of days.
Yeah, but that was like my weekend. Earning extra money after school. after school job. It was either working at a independent record store or McDonald's. I chose the record store. So I ended up selling and doing sales and cleaning albums. Used to clean them, wipe them down really good, put them in their new jackets and stuff.
No, I'm
So,
not sick of you. I'm just smoking a joint. I'm doing a Canadian thing right now.
so there you
Check
go
my
for
fucking
that.
dog out. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got to work tomorrow, Fuji?
No, I'm done.
You're off
Not
tomorrow,
but I'm in a new area. That's why I said it's going to take me about 40 minutes to an hour to get to a bus stop. So.
and you have to get to the bus stop every day.
Well, not every day. Maybe. I'm not sure yet how it's going to work out. I haven't had it play. I don't know how it's going to play out yet. Probably. That's probably what's going to happen. I'm going to be walking to a bus stop every day. Catching a bus, going to work.
Right. Well, we're in an hour. We're going to finish off Echo and the Bunnymen. We just did the biography, and we're going to finish off with the discography. 1980 Crocodiles on Sire Records, 4.5 stars. 1981 Heaven Up Here on Sire Records, 4.5 stars. 1983 Porcupine, Sire Records, 4.5 stars. 1984 Ocean Rain, Sire Records, 5 stars. 5 stars for Ocean Rain.
How about Brian Adams? Is he on that list?
Was that?
Oh, not.
Brian Adams?
Brian Adams. Yeah, he's
I'm
Canadian.
being forced to go see that in Kitchener.
He's being forced to go see it.
You're being for. So Brian
I'm
Adams.
being forced to go see Brian Adams. I'm in the third row.
So wow. Well, he's from Canada.
Yeah, right in front of the stage. Hopefully he takes off his shirt or something and throws it into the stage so I can smell it. Like those soccer players after they give the shirt to the fucking people. That's fucking ridiculous.
So Brian Adams is on tour in Canada.
Yeah, unfortunately he is.
So you got free
Hopefully
tickets.
he throws his shirt out. I can smell it a couple of times and then toss it to my girlfriend.
Fight over your girlfriend for it.
Oh man, you guys. So you got free tickets through Amazon? You got free tickets?
I didn't get no fucking free tickets. I
But
pay for these tickets.
so someone's dragging
Cash money.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna finish off with the discography of Echo and the Bunnymen. We left off with 5 stars for Ocean Rain in 1984. 1987's self-titled album Echo and the Bunnymen, Sire Records, 4.5 stars. Lips Like Sugar is on that album. 1990's Reverberation on Sire Records, 3.5 stars. 1997's Evergreen on London Records, 3 stars. 1999's What Are You Gonna Do With Your Life? London /Sire / Rhino Records, 4 stars. What Are You Gonna Do With Your Life? 1999. 2001's Flowers on Cooking Vinyl Records, 3.5 stars. 2005's Siberia on Cooking Vinyl Records, 4.5 stars. 2009's The Fountain on Ocean Rain Records, 3 stars. 2014's Meteorites on 429 Records, 4 stars. And 2018's The Stars, the Oceans, and the Moon on BMG Records. 2.5 stars. That completes the biography of Echo and the Bunnymen, as well as the Eurythmics biography and discography here on Beat After Beats Bio Monday. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for all my good friends on the panel.
And thank you for having us, Pete.
I appreciate you guys to the fullest. Um, you have inspired me. Do you think inspiring you, OG? You mentioned I'm inspiring you. You're inspiring me by helping me, by teaching me things. I couldn't do it without you guys.
Anytime you need something.
So you're very special. You're very special to me. Um, well, you've always been special to me, but you're like my long lost Canadian brothers out there.
Yeah.
So let's go on the panel a little bit, see what I missed. James Tails came up with James. They're a very good band, or they used to be a good band. Say Something, U.S. version. Echo and the Bunnymen, Ocean Rain. Echo and the Bunnymen, The Game. Ocean Rain again. The Killing Moon. Pictures on My Wall. Spittin' Cobra Cop Watch. Thank you for showing up. Spittin' Cobra Cop Watch is an old friend of Beats. He's out there in Arizona. He's a cop watcher. Go check out his work. I
think I'm gonna be jumping off. I'm gonna be heading to bed soon.
Bed.
Got a long day tomorrow.
Leona says, intro is great. Nice job. Hope you get to feeling better. Beat sounded like you had it a bit rough. I always have it a bit rough. Since I'm getting this all down pat, thanks to you guys, your inspiration, your help, your support. I just keep growing and growing. If every day every time I do a live show, I go back and review it and see where I need to make improvements. I thought I had all the browsers off when I went live here on StreamYard, but I thought I was doing it so perfect, laying out the intro. I thought I was doing it so perfectly, and then I hear a big screech in the background. It's like, oh no, what did I do? So there's always something. But this channel, thanks to you guys and other subscribers, this channel is going to get out of the ghetto and go into the suburbs.
Out of the ghetto. That's a funny term. I haven't heard that in a while.
Or out of the gutter, either one.
Yeah. Okay, Beat. Well, thank you for having me.
All right.
I'll talk to you in a bit.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Ciao.
For showing up.
Thank you, Beat. Ciao for now.
Much love.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going too, buddy.
Take care. Much love. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I hope. Hopefully, I'll feel better, and hopefully, they want to take me out on the stretcher tomorrow. But I do have my nitro and my nitroglycerin. So I've just been going through a lot of environmental changes, and the weather's changing. It's getting warmer, and so an hour and 11 minutes in the show. Final Mondays. Much love. Closing down. Going to see you tomorrow, hopefully, 8 o'clock Eastern for new release Tuesdays. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Leona says, hope you're not sick. OG. OG sounded a little rough this evening. I'm sounding a little bit of bleh. I'm a little bit rough today. Feel like there's a fever coming along. Take care, Beat. Tell Maria good night. For me, happy Memorial Day. Much love, Leona. Maria. Maria's probably in this. No, she's not in the sink. Maria likes to, when the sink is clear, kitchen sink, she likes to lay in it. So there you go. 2 people watching. Just finished Eurythmics bio. Eurythmics discography. Echo and the Bunnymen bio. Echo and the Bunnymen discography here on Beat After Beat bio Mondays. Thanks to everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. We're going to leave with my new intro. Looking for an outro. I will be working on an outro. I'm going to leave you with my intro. I'm moving up. I am moving up. Much love, everybody. See you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern here on Beat After Beats. New release Tuesdays. Much love.